Well, Raw Uniondale happened, didn't it?
Woo! That show was not the best in the world, but it was okay.
Yeah, by the way, I'm John Ritlin. This is
The Terminator.
Raw Uniondale. What are we calling this one?
I got nothing. Uniondale 2, Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah, or non-Uniondale, since Vince won't allow them to unionize.
Ah.
Okay, quick mention. Catwoman 13's video. She did a couple on-point videos during Raw. Good stuff. Pretty much
I
summarized
didn't realize she was a talented ballerina.
never mind. So Triple H arrives with armored support, apparently. He had the Secret Service with him.
Alright.
I mean, it's as good as explanation as any.
The show felt like it both went on forever, but also went by quickly.
Basically, it was like a lot of my dates. So, moving on.
Went
Brock...
on forever, and then it ended quickly.
The second part. Anyway, so apparently, remember that whole thing about the draft where Nikki and Alexa were traded to SmackDown for future draft considerations? Because this is the fucking NFL or any other sport?
Entertainment? Yeah.
Yeah, Brock was one of the people. Brock. It was Brock. Brock is worth Nikki.
At least Paul Heyman will be on one show.
This is true. And the reason that Brock Lesnar cannot be fired is because he has a Jew as an advocate.
And Paul Heyman's words.
Paul Heyman's words, by the way. I really should have worded that a whole lot better than I did. But no, that's what he said, so it was great. And he says that Brock Lesnar will commit a felony in New York, near Staten Island. So, anyway, we're going to have that happen. Brock is going to go hunting for Mexicans. I really did not think that human hunting was legal in the U.S.
A dangerous game.
Yes.
The most dangerous game. The mostest dangerous.
Yes. Well, yeah. It's going to be...
Yes.
Is it going to...
Answer that question.
Yes. And we get... If it's going to be like Battle Royale, then... Well, that's going to be disturbing.
Battle Royale with cheese.
So,
I don't know if they have enough Japanese school children for that.
Did you ever see that movie?
Nope.
It was really good. Anyway, the first one, not the second one. So, Brock then goes backstage and destroys everyone, including a guy that didn't know where Brock Lesnar was, and he beat him up probably for the guy's hair alone. Who am I to comment on someone's hair? But that guy's hair looked ridiculous. It kind of looked like that ninja guy.
He got Yamcha.
Oh no, somebody else got Yamcha a little bit later. We'll talk about that. And it was a Borktacular backstage segment.
Oh boy.
We then get recaps of the Natty Lacey thing at Crown Jewel, aka PR. PR aplenty.
PR for a murderous autocrat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Women are still getting stoned, jailed, and killed for bullshit over there.
So
So
they're not getting stoned in a fun way.
No, that's actually illegal over there. So, moving on. We get Asuka and Kyrie not getting TV entrances. Your women's tag team champions not getting TV entrances.
This was a great sign of what was to come.
Yes, because we then get... Look, I know that Charlotte is talented, but we don't always need to feature Charlotte getting the full TV entrance. I'm just saying. You don't need to.
Charlotte, what are you doing?
As far as TV entrances?
Like...
Oh, you mean
Did
in
she,
the match?
pull some strings so that they'd get...
No, you know what? I'm not going to fault Charlotte for it. You know who I'm going to fault for it? I'm going to fault Vince.
Yeah.
Because Vince is an idiot. I'm going to fault Vince
Because if
for
there's
it.
one thing Charlotte needs, it's more reigns with a belt.
Yeah, which we
so
might...
soon.
Oh, God, we're going to be getting that.
Well, I
aren't we?
don't mind her getting a championship run. It's just... She is the potatoist of hot potatoes.
She really is. I mean, it's, what, 10? 10 championships now?
Yeah.
You know, she had to move past the perfect number of 9.
9?
You know, because she's genetically superior. While she was in a feud with Naomi. Now, that's not her fault. That's creative. So, by the way, Charlotte teamed up with Natty. Look, super racist Jerry Lawler tonight. He was super racist towards the Kabuki Warriors.
Super casually racist.
He was just super racist. Not even casually.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Yeah. And...
Expert with halitosis?
The match was fine. The match was fine. It was actually, well, it didn't need to go 2 breaks. I'm glad that the women got some time, especially after Crown Jewel. But look, you didn't need to give this 2 breaks, especially when you went to
You
a
also
break.
need to give the championship belts to a tag team that was never a tag team.
Well, also,
And this was the first mistake of the night.
yeah. Well, the bad moonsault. Look, I don't know what the reason is for Charlotte not doing a good moonsault, because she's a great athlete. She needs to take that fucking moonsault out of her repertoire. If she's worried about getting hurt or worried about, not rotating far enough, if you don't want to do proper rotation, don't do it. I learned that the hard way. Don't ask me. Moving on. Kyrie got kicked in the face trying to do her sliding D. Clothesline, elbow thing. And Asuka...
You know what, do?
Yeah, What? No? Kids talking so weird these days. Asuka taps to Natty. Look, I got nothing against Natty. I'm glad that Natty's getting a little bit of a push here, okay? You could have had Kyrie tap. I mean, I love Kyrie, but I'm just like, you shouldn't have had the tag
It was a
team
big
champion.
deal when Asuka lost the first time.
And then
it just...
Carmela Feud.
Yeah. James Ellsworth. Remember him?
Before he exposed himself to young girls.
Yeah.
Look, Asuka does not need to be losing like this. I mean, I'm sorry. Tell me that Charlotte taking a loss here would have been the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's
Charlotte taking a loss would be the worst thing in the world. Why would you want me to say that?
I
don't get it.
I don't get it. Look, I'm sorry. This was objectively a wrong decision.
Yes.
Because they did
wrong.
They just won that was great though. They won on NXT 5 days ago.
Yeah.
They had their moment of silence. You didn't need to fucking do this. And I like Natty. And I respect the fact that Charlotte...
They went up against an actual tag team.
Yeah.
And then they go up against a ragtag group, and then suddenly they lose it.
This is not how you build championships. It's just not. It's just not at all. And any championship, I don't care who it is. We think at Heyman...
Them losing should feel like a big deal, but it felt like an afterthought.
So pretty much Asuka for like the last year. Which is sad, because that match with Becky at the Rumble was incredible.
Yeah.
I would say
that match that she won.
Yeah. And then she lost to Charlotte.
But who became the afterthought?
Asuka. Then she lost 2 weeks before Mania 35.
What the fuck they're doing with Asuka?
She has a great YouTube channel. We didn't really care for a lot of this show, in case you're going to be able to tell. So we get Heyman and Brock coming out, and right after the women's match, we cut right to the announcer's table to prove that Brock is the focus. And they're talking to Lawler, and he says, "Well, don't make Brock have to kill you on TV, because they won't."
Brock Lesnar was the B plot of the show.
Is it like the beat Brock?
No, it's more like B movie. It was thrown together hastily, and nobody really cared.
Heyman.
But I mean, it was probably the best that Brock and Paul Heyman have put on for a while.
It was. I mean, the one thing I want to point out though is what he said about Lawler. He will beat you down so bad that even the doctors won't be able to resuscitate you on TV. Like, gee, Heyman, are you still upset he broke your jaw that many years ago?
Guts.
Very.
But as Jerry Lawler was being verbally attacked, none other than Dio Madden. Not that Dio.
Yeah, confronted.
Not Dio Brando.
Yeah. Confronted. Who?
Full name of the character.
He confronted Brock, and then F5.
Was immediately decimated.
And of course, Heyman,
he got Yamcha'd hard.
Lawler was happy that the black guy took the fall for him, because that's what Lawler likes.
He wouldn't shut up about it.
About people like him not being on commentary?
No, that he took the fall.
That's true, because he was black. Then we then get Ray running down, and he just Tanya Harding the hell out of Brock Lesnar. You want to talk about an old reference?
Why? Anyway, references aside.
Right, so he beats him down, and Brock's like limping to the back of her, diverticulitis probably kicked up. Oh well, such a shame. We didn't have any Dominic out there to get beat up, so I was disappointed, but then we get Look, I'm sorry, but that's the best thing Dominic's done on TV!
Okay, let's move on.
Except being that horrible storyline where he was...
move on.
And... Remember when he had custody? His custody fought over? Anyway, what do you think about Ray's promo? Fighting fire with fire?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great way to build them up to be absolutely demolished in 10 seconds.
Yeah, he's getting the match. They're getting a match at Survivor Series.
To win the championship in 10 seconds. Anyway,
It'd be
when is Survivor Series?
That is the 24th. That is 20 days away, Chris.
I'm going to be out of town.
Fine.
Yeah. Wax on the 30th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to be out of town that weekend.
Yep.
That's fine. I can watch the shows.
I'm sorry.
Why? Did I have to watch it instead of you? You're going to see family. It's all good, man. So yes, I will be reviewing those solo. Hooray!
And I will be reviewing them Vega.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Dun, dun, dun, dun.
Alright.
Cedric versus Buddy. No TV entrances
Yeah.
for either guy.
Nope. They don't matter. Brock Lesnar got a boo-boo. We don't have time for a TV entrance for two extraordinarily talented individuals. We don't have the money for that.
They have the money to pay Tyson Fury $15 million after the Saudi government comes through with their next payment, apparently. Rumors. The Paralyzer connected, so I guess Benoit's back, and then we get Buddy winning.
Well, I'm not paralyzed, but Buddy seems to be having, striking Cedric. Anyway.
Hit the brakes. Anyway, so we get Buddy winning with Murphy's Law. Look, the match, it was a condensed version of stuff they'd done on 205 Live or stuff they'd done on pay-per-view. The match was fine. Just no TV entrance, guys. Don't disrespect these guys like this.
They didn't make them feel like any sort of deal.
And then we get recaps of NXT invading SmackDown Lives. Fine, good stuff. We then get a corporate sellout Rollins, in other words. I'm sorry, but if what Rollins said was true, yeah.
If what was said about Rollins is true.
True.
Yeah, he's a stooge.
Yeah. And Rollins says at one point in this
I mean, he totally talked about how, Moxley took his ball and went home. That kind of thing.
Which, it just...
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. That's just stupid to do. So, we then get Rollins saying that he's not stupid. He lost a Twitter war with Will Ospreay. Do you know how monumentally stupid you have to be to lose a Twitter war with Will Ospreay?
Probably as moronic as you'd be to trust be Priestley on
being safe.
On selling your moves.
And being safe.
Yeah, probably.
You see what she did to Mayu Iwatani?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wait,
accidents happen on the top turnbuckle.
That's true. And backseats. Wait, what was that?
Accidents or backseats in the X. No.
Backseat.
Kids in the backseat causes accidents. Accidents in the backseat causes kids.
We understand references. Yes. So Triple H is here, and he keeps talking about how Seth came to him multiple times,
and sometimes after lunch.
And sometimes in lunch. Anyway, so that's what I took away.
Arby's.
That's what I took away from this promo.
Arby's?
No,
okay.
that Seth came to Triple H a lot. So he then basically says that he wants Seth to find the drive. Seth, find the drive again. And
is that why I'm always in reverse?
Seth reversing Rollins. So we get the Undisputed Era showing up, and Seth needs to make the right decision. Whatever the fuck that's gonna be. But then Styles, Gallows, and Anderson, or as you call them, it'd be funny if they were German.
Achtung?
Yes. The plenty of Achtung action. Moving on. We then get Priest and Dominic Dijakovic.
Stop action.
Stop motion.
I've lost a lot of weight.
Lost a lot of weight. How much weight have you?
Oh no, that was a joke about waiting.
Yeah, I got it. But how much weight have you lost, by the way?
About almost 100 pounds.
There you go.
Anyway,
we then get Damian Priest and Dominic Dijakovic show up.
Yeah.
And of course, Dominic tweets later.
Priest your eyes.
Priest your eyes.
Great tag team name.
Great way to tag team. With a priest on some younger guys. That could have been
for him, Damien.
The Omen. More run-ins. The best they could send out was Zack Ryder at the forefront. I love Zack Ryder, but come on.
Yeah.
We then get... no one attacks Seth, though. People pointed out. No one attacks Seth. Seth is going to pull a Steve Austin at the Invasion pay-per-view in 2001. He's going to turn on Team WWE and join the Alliance, and we're going to get Team WCW back. It's actually NXT.
And Ciampa's going to turn on them. Because he wants Goldie back.
And he wants to be the best, because he is the best sports entertainer.
Yeah, he's the best sports entertainer in the world.
And Seth wants Cole tonight. Not Michael Cole. Oh my!
Michael Cole is currently in a glass cage.
Remember how horrible that was?
Yes, it was around the time I tuned out of wrestling.
I watched it.
Purged it from my mind.
I reminded you of it.
No. I meant it all kind of came back after I started watching wrestling again, but yeah.
We get Zelina out there taking the Queen of the Damned look from Aaliyah, so she had to go all the way to the bottom of the ocean to get it.
Yeah, she looked really nice.
And I see what you did there. So we get Andrade and Zelina versus Sin Cara, and what they listed as Carolina, not Catalina. So not the caper.
That was the pronunciation they were using was Catalina.
Really? That was Catalina. Or Carolina.
The pronunciation that they're using is Catalina. But
oh, really? Okay.
Not Carolina. She's not from that south. She's from the other south.
She is half my age. That's what's hilarious.
And half your height.
Great to... So, Zelina? Yeah, that too. We at one point you said flying thick air.
Yes.
Because you did.
Because she is built like Jordan Grace.
Yeah, she is actually. It's pretty accurate way. Vega pins Carolina. I'm gonna call her Carolina because that's how it was worded. It was fine. It was fine.
Yeah. It was an alright match.
Sin Cara getting outsmarted again.
Wow.
We then get I'm sorry. We gotta talk about the Rusev thing. Just why? Just why?
And then they drug Drew McIntyre into it.
By the way,
what does Vince have on you? Is it in that lockbox?
God, I forgot about that.
Just what the fuck is going on with this?
I don't know.
What did Rusev do to deserve this?
What did Lashley do to deserve this?
What did Lana do to deserve this? Besides forget her accent every 5 words.
Apparently, it goes all the way back to 2015 when her and Rusev got engaged and they had to drop that storyline. But and Rusev at one point said that Lashley can have Lana, but his ass belongs to him. He gave up his wife for Lashley's ass.
Someone's up for some sexual chocolate.
I don't know what Drew. If we thought Drew being Shane's bodyguard was bad, we grossly underestimated how bad they were going to use this. No one is benefiting from this.
There was nothing enjoyable about this.
No.
I felt sorry for everyone involved.
It's Drusev in a match. A Drew-Rusev feud, short term, I would enjoy. And it just wasn't good. Because the crowd, by the way, was totally done with most of this show.
Yeah, and I don't think this helped at all.
No. I mean, well, it didn't, because nobody's benefiting from this shit.
No.
If you guys like this...
people were saying, but they're chanting for Rusev. They're always chanting for Rusev. When he was a heel, they were chanting for Rusev.
And now...
there will always be Rusev Day chants. He could leave the company.
Yes.
And there will be Rusev Day chants instead of CM Punk.
There will be Rusev Day chants when he goes somewhere else. If he goes somewhere else. Look, just... This didn't benefit anybody.
It's like they're trying to ruin his relationships.
I don't know what Vince has against that.
Yeah.
And Lashley...
And the plotline makes no goddamn sense. Rusev wanted too much sex. So Lana goes to a guy. And she wants way too much sex. I don't get it. I don't care.
Yeah. Lashley had hurt his groin, by the way.
I mean, I don't care about the storyline. I care about the people involved. I don't care at all about the story. I just want it to end so we can move on to something more productive.
It should have never started in the first place.
It makes me not want to watch Raw.
We were, tuning out at this point. Lashley interferes despite having a hurt groin from the too much of the sex. And then...
They did too much of the porking.
Yeah. And then Orton shows up. For no reason.
From out of nowhere. Except I saw him.
Yeah. Crown Jewel's done, by the way.
Yeah.
Ricochet shows up. Who did this fucking benefit?
Wow. Huh. Yeah. Absolutely no one.
There we go. We get a Becky interview. And Shayna shoves Charlie out of the chair, so to speak, and talks to her a bit. Good promo battle. Good back and forth. She says, I'm not Ronda. Good thing, Shayna, because then you'd be obsessed with...
That's what Becky should have said. No, you're really not.
That would have been good, actually. But, of course, Shayna, you're not obsessed with hair and feet.
Right.
Which, in other words, you're not cutting off your hair to wash sauce.
And hey, at least you're not busting your own finger. Anyway.
And Becky says she's coming directly for her.
That is not what she said, and you know it.
That's what I heard.
No, it isn't.
Okay, that's what I'm interpreting. I have issues. That was a good promo.
A lot of me.
Yeah, I know.
I've known you too long.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think I can do very much of that. This was a good promo battle, though. I'm excited for this. And then you have Bayley. Totally forgotten about it. All this, and Bayley's gonna be part of this 3-way match.
Yeah.
It should be a good match.
SmackDown Women's Champion.
With her, I want to speak to the manager haircut. Street Profits. I don't know what
AJ?
No. AJ wants to speak to anybody. It's not the Hispanic manager. So speaking of which, AJ, we're going to talk about here. We get Street Profits with Humberto.
Humberto Carrillo.
And we get Styles, of course, focusing on the Mexican when he talks. Because of course he does.
We had Lawler calling Humberto Carrillo a jumping bean.
At one point in this match.
A jumping bean! Lawler! Come on.
Look.
Come on!
Who am I to say that something casually offensive should not be said? I'm just saying, there's a fine line between making jokes and being racist. That was bad. That was bad.
It's bad. You know it.
Move on. Yeah, by the way, of course, Lawler enjoyed watching 3 Southern Caucasian men beat up on 3 minorities. And then Styles pins
I don't think
Humberto.
Anderson or Gallows enjoyed that. That was,
No, Lawler did. Lawler enjoyed it. We then get
as we all know, Anderson has a hot Asian wife.
He does. He's only mentioned her once or 5 million times, but hey.
Hey, I would too.
I actually haven't seen her. I don't know how she looks. Styles pins Humberto with his feet on the ropes. Why is this feud continuing as Styles has beaten him handily every time?
Because they have no other idea what the hell they're doing.
So it's a Cedric feud just with a Mexican in it.
Yep.
Okay. We then get the Viking Raid. Well, we get recast.
Cedricsican.
We then get...
Sounds like a drug.
The Cedricsican
If you or somebody you know has a urinary tract infection, take Cedricsican.
It'll get rid of the pop-up.
It'll put so much bounce in your step, you'll be like a jumping bean.
Viking Raiders beat up the Meme Street Posse, or as you called them.
Kerwin White 2.0.
Because if it ain't white,
it
ain't right. Yeah.
That ain't right.
Oh, God. We got Michael Cole calling Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins. That was the best recovery I could make. NXT title match, Triple H at ringside. Match is fine. We get a big melee. Ricochet diving. And Keith Lee diving.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but the match is fine. It was a condensed version of what Bryan and Cole did, which is good. Because all the Raw guys just got back, or most of them just got back from Saudi Arabia recently. So good on them for being able to go see their families.
Yeah.
This whole Saudi Arabia thing needs to not be extended. Nothing against the fans over there, except the ones that toss the water balls, cut their hands off, and let them bleed out for all I care. So, C-. C-.
C-.
Yeah.
The Rusev thing drugged the show way down.
Could have been a B.
Yeah.
Or close. B- maybe.
Probably more like a C+.
But you get my point. C-.
Yeah, there's a pull up here. There are grades. You can grade the show. You can do that.
That's
thing.
how a poll works.
Or you could alternatively also, and maybe both, leave a comment down below, like the video, hit subscribe, and hit the bell.
You're right.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm annoyed with Raw right now. By the way,
we should talk about that sometime.
I'm annoyed being Raw. Maybe we'll do a podcast at some point. But I want to make a quick announcement, though, really, really quickly. NWA Power AEW Dark review. Don't worry, I will not rage during AEW Dark. You know the lineup, you know why. AEW Dynamite, which may be good. Last show before Full Gear. Full Gear predictions. And then we'll have a review of Full Gear Saturday. And we'll have a whole bunch of reviews, basically.
I predict that there's going to be a pay-per-view.
Yep. Snake! So, also Dr. Sleep review. Since we're going to be both seeing it separately, we'll have a review up before SmackDown. Anyway, I'm John Ritlin. This is
The Terminator.
Check out Catwoman 13's videos, by the way.
Check out Catwoman, starring Halle Berry.
Not that one.